back to my channel. I'm doing a fun small craft this week. I'm working on a really large scale project that is taking quite a bit of time. Been actually having a bit of a hard time getting motivated. I think the scale of it is really intimidating, but I'm going to work through that and finish it, I promise, at some point. I'm promising that for myself. But I decided to make a small square sketchbook. I've been really enjoying using square scales. I think I like the symmetry of it. So I took some of my square artist tiles, watercolor paper, and folded them in half and decided to just do 4 signatures of 2 sheets each, stitch them together, and make a little sketchbook. You don't really need a lot of materials to make something like this, especially if you're somebody who finds that sketchbooks are kind of expensive, to be honest with you. You don't really get a lot of good materials out of the more expensive sketchbooks even. I think they put a lot of money into the covers and not necessarily into the paper. So I took the paper that I liked and I turned it into a sketchbook. So I kind of just marked where I wanted to stitch them. This needle is a bit blunt, so I did go in with my X-Acto knife just to make room for the thread to go through and stitch them together. This is a really similar technique to the original sketchbook that I made on my channel. I'm actually using that as my 2023 gouache sketchbook, and I'll actually link that video below, and I'll link it right here for you if you want to check it out. I tried to kind of stitch them together a little bit better than just through the original pages. This didn't really help very much, to be honest with you, but it was something I wanted to try out. I took my PVA glue and I just took some binder clips and pinched the paper together nice and tightly, and I added quite a bit of this. This stuff is very nice. It's actually a little bit flexible, so when you're opening and closing the sketchbook that you're using, you don't find that the binding cracks a whole lot. So I let that set for a little while. Once it was dry, I took a piece of paper, trimmed it to the size of the spine, and glued it on. And I just used some scrap fabric. I had some scrap fabric from Halloween last year. Had some cats on it. It wasn't really specifically Halloween, just kind of cat related. Just kind of eyeballed the trimming of it and cut it out. I did use hot glue to attach this to the cover, little cardboard pieces. I wanted to make sure that there was quite a bit of an edge to this because I knew I was going to glue the paper down, but I didn't know how much that was going to cover. I'm actually really glad that I left so much extra edging on this because the second sheet that I glued down to cover the cardboard piece of the back cover actually wasn't quite in line. So I just put some in the spine and pushed it into the spine of the signatures so that it was nice and glued together. I did notice that the paper height was just fine, but the width was definitely a bit different than what the cover should have been. But it's just a little homemade sketchbook that I made for myself to use just for fun projects, little things, little sketches that I like. And here's the final product. I really like the scale of this. I definitely should have trimmed down the cardboard just a little bit in length so that it fit nice and square, but I definitely can see myself using this as practice. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Hopefully that big project will be done by then. Take care.